This trade here was the most recent trade that I took on the Alpha Capital account. I also want to show you guys my approach to taking trades. So what I would usually do, I would work from a higher time frame and start working my way down. So I would go on a weekly, I would see the overall weekly trend. I see a price is broken structure. I'll see if the trend is going bullish or bearish, and then I start working my way down from there. I like to also have a previous weekly high and previous weekly low, which will also help me with my analysis, and I'll show you here. So on the 4 hour, what I was able to identify is the week before price was going bearish, but one key area I made note of was this candle here on Thursday, this candle right here. What I noticed is price failed to break below this point to where it would basically confirm that it's still going bearish, and from here it started accumulating and then starts to go bullish. So this tells me, okay, we might be on the buy side of the curve, which also helps me to determine whether I'm going bullish or bearish for the day. And what do we see on the 15-minute? We see the same thing. So price was going bearish, goes bullish for a bit, accumulates, and then makes an energetic push to the upside. Not only does it push upwards, but it breaks the previous highs, which tells me that price wants to continue bullish. So now I've got those confirmations out the way. All I do is wait for a fair value gap. A fair value gap is basically the gap you would have between the first and third candle. And the gap would be from the first, this wick here, to the third wick, which is here. And that's how I would measure my fair value gaps. You can see another example of this here. So there's a fair value gap here as well. But I don't take my trade here only because of my rules of not taking trades before 2:30. As you can see here, this fair value gap actually formed at 145, and there was news on the day as well, so I didn't want to enter too early. Either way, had I entered early, I still would have been correct, but I think it's better to follow your rules than always be correct. So I also like to wait for fair value gaps on the 15-minute. So once the second candle forms, I enter. And I like to use the 15-minute only because it has a high win rate for me personally. So I just go for a 2-to-1, and yeah, it hits quite quickly. I also use fibs and I measure it from the daily open. So as you can see, the daily open is here, but you can see that the fibs actually aligns with that. And what I do with the fibs is I measure the highest and lowest point from the daily open all the way to New York open. The reason I do this is because I want to measure how prices move throughout the sessions. So for our Asia session, as you can see, it was going bullish, and then approaching London session, it starts accumulating. But we're also on the buy side of the curve as well, and this candle pretty much confirmed when New York session opened, it went bullish again, and this candle is what broke the structure going bearish. So as you can see, when this candle breaks all this structure, so basically all this area here, it starts to go bullish and continues bullish. And that was the reason why I took this trade. If you guys like this video, make sure to give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next one.